generators. Types of DC generators. Okay, so let us see types of DC generators based on excitation. Based on excitation. DC generators are classified into two types based on excitation. What do you mean by excitation? Giving supply to the field winding. Giving supply to the field winding is nothing but a excitation. Okay. So after giving a supply to the DC field winding, what happens? The current passes through the field winding, so that flux will be set up in the field winding. Okay. So that means excitation is nothing but a current flow in the supplying current to the or supplying current flow to the field winding of a DC generator. Field winding of a DC generator. Okay. Now DC generators are classified into mainly two types. Those are nothing but separately excited and self-excited DC generators. So what is the difference between a what do you mean by separately excited and self-excited? We'll see now. First, I will talk about separately excited DC generators. This means the field winding or the field magnets are energized with a separate DC source. Separate DC source. So that then it is called as a separately excited DC generators. The name itself, it is indicating that separately excited. That means it is separately excited with the DC source. That's why it is called as a separately excited DC source. So now we'll see about who is in lobby 23. Okay. Okay. Now we'll see about a self-excited. So have you understand about separately excited? Separately excited means field magnets are energized with a separate DC source. Field magnets are energized with a separate DC source. Then it is called as a separately excited DC generators. Okay. Again, I will tell deeply about this separately excited DC generators later. Okay. So now we'll see about a self-excited DC generators. What do you mean by self-excited? Can I erase this up to now? Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Self-excited DC generators. I will see. Self-excited, the name itself, it is indicating it is a self-excited one. That means the field winding or field magnets of this type of generator are energized by themselves. That means it does not require a separate source. Okay, itself it is exciting the field magnets. So that's why it is called as a self-excited DC generator. That is the difference between a separately excited and self-excited. Okay, so that means with the help of the armature current only, it is taking the field current. So that's why it is called as a excited by themselves. That is called as a self-excited DC generators. Okay. So this is about self-excited. Okay. Now we'll see about what is the classification of a self-excited DC generators. Okay. So can I erase this? Up to now clear? Any doubts? Hello.
సార్ ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ చెప్పరా సార్?
Okay. So what do you mean by self-excited DC generators? Means the field magnets or the field winding, as basically you are having a winding placed in the stator. That winding is called as a stator. Okay, that winding is called as field winding. Okay, in the field winding we are giving a supply. Supply is nothing but a DC supply, because in order to produce a flux in the field winding we are giving that DC supply. Okay, if the supply is given separately with a DC source, then it is called as a separate excited DC generator. Separately excited DC generator. If that field winding current or the field winding supply is given by themselves, that means the with the armature current is able to supply the field current, then that type of generator is called as a self-excited DC generator. That is the difference. Okay, that means in self-excited DC generator it does not require external source or external battery. Okay, any doubts? Have you understand?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, any doubts up to now? Hello? Hello? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Can I erase this now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 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 Now we'll see about what are the types of DC generators based on excitation. We have already seen. They are basically classified into two types. Those are called as separately excited DC generators and self-excited DC generators. In self-excited, again, these are classified into three types. Those are called as a DC shunt generator, a DC series generator, a DC compound generator. This is the classification of a DC generators based on excitation. Okay. Now we'll discuss about each generator which is present in a self-excited generator. So now you have understand the difference between a separately excited and a self-excited. Have you understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now we will see about in separately excited it requires a separate DC source, so it is very costly. Separate DC source. That means we require separate. In self-excited, it doesn't require the separated DC source. It does not require separate source. Okay. So that's why this type of separately excited generators are rarely used. These are rarely used. This is very commonly used. Why? Because it doesn't require a DC separate DC source. Okay, so that means the cost is very less. The cost is very less for this type of separately self-excited DC generators. Okay, common. These are commonly used. So under this self-excited DC generators, there are classified into three types. Those are nothing but a DC shunt generator. Shunt means parallel. Remember this. Shunt means parallel. So we are having a two windings in case of a DC generators. What are those windings? One is field winding. Another one is armature winding. Okay, these two are connected in parallel. These two are connected in parallel to load. Then it is called as a shunt generator. Okay, if field winding and armature winding are connected in parallel to load, electrical load, not mechanical load. Okay. So why? Because this mechanical and this generator converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. So we are using electrical load. Okay. At final output is the electrical power. So we are drawing the electrical loads. Okay. That means the current is able to draw with the help of loads. So that means in case of a DC shunt generator, the field winding and armature winding are connected in parallel to load. Okay. In series generator, now we'll see about a series generator. In series generator, what are the windings are connected in series? Field winding and armature winding. Okay. Those are field winding and armature winding. Armature winding. Both are connected in series here. Both are connected in series to load. Okay. Series to load. Now, what about the DC compound generator? In case of a compound generator, it is a combination of shunt field winding and series field winding. Combination of shunt field winding and series field winding. But armature winding is present. Okay. It is a combination of shunt field winding and series field winding and armature winding also. Okay. So this is a basic difference between a DC shunt generator, series generator, and a compound generator. Remember this. These all generators are DC generators. The output must be a DC electrical, direct current electrical power. Okay. These are all DC generators. Okay. Now we have understand the what are the types of DC generators based on excitation. These are the types of DC generators based on excitation. So again, DC generators are classified into two types. Those are nothing but a separately excited DC generator and self-excited DC generator. So what do you mean by separately excited DC generator? It requires a separate DC source. That means the field winding is excited with a separated DC source. Then it is called as a separately excited DC generators. As it requires a separate DC source, so the cost is very high. Okay, it requires battery. Okay, separate battery, so it is rarely used. Coming to self-excited DC generators, it doesn't require the separate DC source, so it is commonly used. So there is a classification in self-excited DC generators. What do you mean by self-excited DC generators? The field winding is excited by themselves. The field winding is excited by themselves. That means the armature current is able to supply the field current in this type of generators. Okay. Again, the self-excited generators are classified into three types. Those are nothing but a DC shunt generator, DC series generator, DC compound generator. Shunt means parallel. Okay. So here the in DC generators we are having two types of windings. Uh, Field winding is present in stator and armature winding is present in rotor. As these windings are connected in parallel to load, then the type of generator is called as a DC shunt generator. If the field winding and armature winding both are connected in series to the load, then it is called as a DC series generator. Compound means combination of series field and shunt field connected in parallel to the armature, then it is called as a compound generator. Okay, so this is the types of DC generators. Now we'll see the diagrams of each generator. Have you understand about the types of DC generators up to now? There is any doubts? Please ask me now. Any doubts?
Sir, once tell me the DC series.
DC series generator. Okay. So up to now, can I erase up to self-excited generators? Any problem? Am I erasing now? Okay. Okay. See DC series generator. In case of a DC series generator, we are having how many windings? Armature winding and field winding. Field winding and armature winding are connected in series to the load. Then the type of generator is called as a series generator. Okay. Any doubts? That means this is the representation of field winding. Basically, field winding is having two terminals. It is represented as like this. F and FF are the terminals of a field winding. Okay, this is the series field winding. Series field winding is having a resistance called as RSC. RSC is the resistance of the series field winding. Usually armature is represented like this. This is the armature. Armature is also having a terminals called as AAA. Okay. If these two are connected in series to load. Okay. So here, which is able to supply current? Armature is able to supply current. Why? Because here EMF is generated in the armature, EG. EMF is generated in the armature current. Due to the EMF generated in the armature, the current will be passing into the armature. That is called as armature current. Okay, IA. IA is the armature current. Okay. So it is itself, it is giving supply to the field current. Okay. Giving supply, this armature current is able to supply the field current. That's why this is a self-excited DC generators. Okay. This armature current is able to supply the field current. That means the field winding is having some current. That current is able to supply with the help of IA, armature current. Then the type of generator is called as a series generator. In this case, the field current and armature current both are same. Why? Because these two are connected in series. These two are connected in series. In series connection, only one current will flow into the entire circuit. The current flowing through the components are same. Okay, that means only single current is passing into the circuit. You can observe this. The current will start at armature and it will again return to the armature, the same current. Okay, so there is no parallel connection here in this particular circuit. Have you understand about this now? Hello. Any doubts? Hello. Hello.
సార్ అక్కడ రైట్ సైడ్ అదేంటి సార్
ఏదమ్మా?
దీనికి
లోడ్ ఇదేనా?
ఎస్ సార్ రైట్ అదే
లోడ్ ఎలక్ట్రికల్ లోడ్.
ఏ అంటే ఆర్మేచర్ సెకండ్ పోలా సార్?
Armature terminals. A are the armature terminals. That is the representation. Okay. Again, I will tell you. Okay. Deeply about a generators. Okay. Up to now, it is clear. Any doubts? Up to now, it is clear. Can I erase this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Okay. Now we'll see about each generator with a diagram. Now, first generator in classification, what is the first generator? Separately excited a DC generator. This is the in classification. This is the first generator. Okay. So what do you mean by separately excited generator? The field magnets are energized by with a separate DC source. Then it is called as a separately excited DC generators. Again, I am writing that in this type of a DC generator, the field winding or the field magnets are energized by with a separate DC source, with a separate DC source. Okay, so this is the basic definition of this separately excited DC generators. So now we will see about the diagram of a schematic diagram of this generator. This is the basically, see here, there is an important observation. Okay, the field winding is represented like this. You can able to see this, the winding which I have drawn here. The field winding terminals are F and FF. Okay, and armature is represented like this in case of DC generator. And the circle, upon the circle there are two, those are called as brushes. Okay, brushes are mounted on the commutator segments. Okay, so here in case of a DC generator, this is the schematic representation of armature winding. So this is the schematic representation of armature winding, and this is the way of representing field winding, and this is way of representing armature. Okay, remember this. Okay, now we will see about a diagram for a separately excited DC generators. Okay, now this is the diagram, schematic diagram. So you can see this is a field winding. F and FF terminals are field winding terminals. This is the field winding. Okay, and it is connected with a battery. Okay, so this is the separately excited. As the name itself, it is indicating separately excited. That means whose the field magnets are energized. The field magnets are energized with a separate DC source in the definition. From the definition point of view, so the field winding, this is the field winding, and this field winding is excited with a separate source. That means the field winding is connected with a separate source in this diagram. Okay, so that the current will be passing through this battery through field winding. Okay, into the field winding. Okay, so IF is the field current, IF is the field current, RF is the field resistance, RF is the field resistance. Okay, so this is the field circuit. This is called as a field circuit. Okay, and this is this is another circuit present in this circuit diagram. This is a separate circuit, armature and load circuit. So in the armature and load circuit, with the help of this flux, so what happens in this generator? So usually this generator is armature is rotated with the help of a prime mover. Prime mover. Okay. So from the prime mover means a driving engine, which gives the mechanical energy to the rotor of a DC generator. Rotor is nothing but armature. Okay. So if the rotor is having a mechanical energy, means the armature is able to rotate. Okay. At that point of time, we are giving a separate DC source to the field winding. So what happens due to the separate DC source? That means the voltage, the current will be passing into the field winding, which is represented as IF. Okay, due to that IF, the flux will be produced. Flux will be produced. Okay. Due to that flux is linking with the armature conductors, rotating armature conductors. What happens? The EMF EG will be induced in the armature. EG will be induced in the armature. As the armature circuit is closed, so then due to the availability of EMF induced in the armature or EMF generated in the armature, the current will be passing into the load circuit. Okay, that current is called as a armature current. Here armature and load are connected in series. So armature current is equals to load current. In case of series connection, only in the circuit only single current will be passing into the circuit. Okay, so that's why here armature and load are connected in series. So then armature current is equals to load current. Okay, in this way we'll get electrical power. Mechanical energy gets converted into electrical power. So this is the basic operation of this separately excited DC generators. So have you understand about what is IF and what is RF, what is IA, what is IL, and what is RL? So here IF is a field current and RF is a field resistance, field winding resistance. Okay, and IA is the armature current, RA is the armature resistance, EG is the generated EMF, and IL is the load current, and RL is the load resistance. Have you understand those terminologies? Any doubts up to now?
Sir, working chapra.
Okay, so as we are giving a mechanical energy to the rotor of a DC generator, that means armature of a DC generator. Okay, so what happens with the help of a prime mover? We are giving a mechanical rotation. With the help of prime mover, we are giving a mechanical rotation to the armature. Okay, so due to that, after we are giving a DC supply to the field winding, the current will be passing into that field winding, and flux will be produced in the field winding, and that flux is linking with this rotating armature conductors, and that flux is linking with the rotating armature conductor. So what happens? An EMF is generated in the armature. EMF is generated in the armature. As the armature and the load circuit are closed, one, due to the availability of generated EMF, current will be passing into that armature and load circuit. Okay, that current is called as IA. Okay, armature current. Okay, so this, as the armature and load are connected in series, so the same current is passing into this circuit. So that means we can represent IA is equals to IL. Okay, in this way mechanical energy gets converted into electrical energy. This is the operation of the separately excited DC generator. Hello, any doubts? Hello, any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, so can I erase this up to now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now there is a simple as the EMF is induced in a armature. Okay, now I want a EMF equation. Now I want a EMF equation. So by using a KVL means a voltage, algebraic sum of voltage around a closed loop must be equal to 0. Okay, so by using a KVL, we can easily find out the what is the EG equation. What is the EG equation for this type of generator? So we want EG, where the EG will induce armature only. Okay, so it doesn't require the field circuit. So we apply KVL for only armature and load circuit in the direction of IA. IA ఏ డైరెక్షన్ లో ఫ్లో అవుతుందో అదే డైరెక్షన్ లో KVL అప్లై చేయండి. So as we are having a at the load terminals, we are having a load voltage which is called as a VL. VL is a load voltage or terminal voltage. It is called as a terminal voltage or load voltage, which is available at the terminals of the load. That's why it is called as a terminal voltage. Okay, now apply KVL for the armature and load చెప్పండి.
RA into IA is equal to RL into IL, sir.
KVL ఈక్వేషన్ చెప్పేస్తున్నారా? నేను చెప్తాను, వెయిట్
Yes, sir.
చేయండి. Okay, now apply KVL for the armature and load circuit. So see here, in the direction we are going, as in the direction of IA we are going to apply KVL. So we touch the negative terminal of EG. We touch the negative terminal of EG. EG is the voltage, okay, which is induced in the armature. Okay, so KVL is means nothing but KVL means algebraic sum of voltages and voltage drops in a loop. Voltages and voltage drops in a loop must be equal to 0. Okay, so that means in this particular loop we are going in the direction of IA. We touch the negative terminal of EG. So EG is a voltage, so minus EG. So I have written minus means in the direction we are moving towards the IA. Okay, so we touch the negative terminal of EG, so minus EG. I have written as minus EG. Okay, so as the armature is having some resistance, it is represented with RA. RA is the internal resistance of the armature. RA is the armature resistance. So as whenever the current is passing into this particular armature, we are having a voltage drop, which is that voltage drop is represented as I into R according to Ohm's law. Okay, so whenever the current is passing through a resistance, so there will be some voltage drop across it. So here also in armature there is some resistance present in the armature, that is called as the armature resistance. It is represented as RA. Okay, so as the current is passing, which current is passing into the armature? Armature current, which is represented as IA. As IA is passing into RA, So what is a drop present in the armature circuit?
IARA.
IARA. So it is positive or negative? Positive. Positive.
Negative.
Positive. Why? Because we are moving in the direction of IA. We are moving in the direction of IA. So drop is always considered as positive if you are moving in the direction of current. If you are moving in the direction of current, okay, then we are taking a drop as a positive. If you are moving opposite to the direction of current, then we are considered the drop is negative. So here the IA direction and the KVL loop direction are same, then we are taking the drop as a positive. Okay, so plus IARA. Okay, any voltage present in this particular loop? Yes, there will be a voltage across the load terminals.
Or
Okay.
VL.
Is it is plus VL or minus VL? As we are going in this direction, we touch the positive terminal of V. Okay, we touch the positive terminal of V, then we will get VL is equals to 0. Okay, so we want a EG equation. We want a EG, generated EMF equation. So from this equation, EG can be written as V plus IARA, VL plus IARA. So this is the generated EMF equation for this type of generator, separately excited DC generator. In this way, you can easily obtain the EG equation for a separately excited DC generator. Have you got the point? Any doubts up to now? As it is clear?
Sir, VL plus IARA, sir.
VL plus IRA. VL plus IRA. Has any doubts? V suffix L. Okay, V pakkane L petkande. That is wrong. Okay, V suffix L. This is. Have you completed? This is wrong way of representing and this is the right way of representing. Okay. Any doubts up to now?
No, sir.
Okay. Here IA is a I is a capital I. You have to represent a capital I, not small I. Okay. And A will be a suffix. A will be a suffix one, not here. Yeah. You have mentioned like this. That means that it is wrong. Okay. The A should be in suffix. Okay. For RA also. Okay. EG also. G will be a suffix one. Don't write it as a beside of E. Okay. If you write means like this is a wrong way of representing. It should be in a suffix manner. Okay. EG should be. This is the right way of representing. Up to now it is clear. Any doubts? Can I arrange this? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. We have already discussed the separately excited DC generators. Okay. Now we'll see about a self-excited DC generator. So what do you mean by self-excited DC generator? The field magnets are energized by themselves. Okay, so what is the meaning of this themselves means in this particular generator? Okay, due to the EG induced in the armature, the EG is able to supply IA. This IA is able to supply the field current for this type of generators. Okay, that's why it is called as a self-excited DC generators. Okay, have you understand? Due to the availability of EG present in the armature current will flow. This armature current is able to supply the field current in this type of generator. That's why it is called as a self-excited DC generator. Okay. In this, there are three types. I have already discussed it. So first one is nothing but a DC shunt generator. We will discuss one by one. A DC shunt generator. Shunt generator, DC shunt, what do you mean by DC shunt generator? Here in this, the field winding and armature are connected in parallel. To the load. Then the type of generator is called as a DC shunt generator. Now we'll see the diagram of the DC shunt generator, schematic diagram. Shunt means parallel connection. Remember, first you have to draw field winding. Shunt field winding is having more number of turns. Why? Because the resistance of the shunt field winding is high. Okay. So armature. This is the way of representing armature. I am drawing like this. Okay. This is the armature. And it is connected in parallel to load. This is the load. Okay. And this is the armature. Armature is having a terminals called as A and AA. In armature, we are inducing a voltage. That means armature is inducing some amount of voltage or generating some amount of voltage that is called as EG. Due to this armature, EG, there will be some current is passing into this armature, that is, and we are having some RA, internal resistance of the armature, that is represented as RA, and we are having a load resistance, and due to this there is a node present in this particular circuit at the point of this. Okay, there is a node. This is a particular node point. This is a particular node point. Okay. This is the node. Okay. At this point of node, we are having two paths of currents like this. Okay. This is the field current, as this is called as a shunt field current. I suffix HS, SH. Okay. ISH is the field current and IL is the load current. Okay. So at this point of particular node, we are having two currents. Okay. So that means this armature current is able to supply this field current. That's why it is coming under self-excited DC generator. Okay. That means this armature current is only capable of this delivering field current. Then the type of generator is called as a self-excited DC generator. Okay. So shunt generator is also coming under self-excited DC generator. How means this armature current, from this diagram you can easily say that this IA is able to supply ISH. So we are having at this particular node, remember this, it is a node 1. Okay. So we apply KCL at node points. KCL at node 1. From this circuit, KCL at node 1. So what do you mean by KCL? Algebraic sum of currents entering or leaving to a node must be equal to 0. Okay. So the entering currents are usually taken as negative, and outgoing currents are taken to the node as positive. Okay. So what is the incoming current to this particular node 1? What is the incoming current to the node 1? Yeah. What is
IA.
incoming current? IA. Okay.
Armature
Yes.
current.
Yes. IA is the incoming current to that node. Okay. So we take incoming currents as negative. So minus IA. I write as minus IA. What are the outgoing currents to IL and ISH?
ISH and
Those are
IL.
IL.
yes, yes. So IL and ISH are taken as positive. Why? Because these are outgoing currents. Is equal to 0. Why I have written as equal to 0 means there are no currents out of this IA and IL and ISH. Okay, connected to this node. Okay. So that's why I have written as sum of the currents, sum of the algebraic currents which are meeting at a particular node is equal to 0. Okay. So now I want IL value from this equation. So what is the IA equation now? IA is equals to IL plus ISH from this equation. From the schematic diagram, we can observe that this IA is able to supply load current and field current also. So that's why you have written as IA is equals to IL plus ISH. Now it is clear. This is the IA
Yes, sir.
equation. This is the IA equation. Now I want a EG equation. How can you find out EG equation? Simply by applying a KVL for the armature and load circuit. Okay, here you can observe here you can easily observe this is the armature and the load circuit. This is the armature and load circuit, and we are moving in direction of IA and IL. So as is passing like this, this is the IL direction current. As we are moving IA direction, okay. So we touch the negative terminal. Apply. I'm here writing as here.
సార్ వీడియో డిలే అవుతుంది సార్, కొంచెం అర్థం కావట్లేదు.
వీడియో డిలే అవుతుందండి. ఇక్కడ నేను వీడియో ప్లే చేయట్లేదు మరి.
అదే సార్ డయాగ్రామ్ కి.
సార్ మీరు రాసింది 1 minute డిలే అవుతుంది సార్.
ఎస్ అది టీమ్స్ నెట్ ప్రాబ్లమ్. యాక్చువల్లీ టీమ్స్ ఇలాగే ఉంది. టీమ్స్ లేకుండా రేపు వేరే ప్లాట్ఫామ్ ఏదైనా చూడాలి లేకపోతే.
మీట్లో చెప్పండి సార్ నెక్స్ట్.
ఎస్ సార్, టీమ్స్ లోనే అవుతుంది సార్ అలా.
టీమ్స్ లోనే డిలే అవుతుంది. ఎస్, ఇది ఆల్రెడీ అబ్జర్వ్ చేశాను. గూగుల్ మీట్స్ విల్ ట్రై ఇన్ ద నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ యాజ్ అ గూగుల్ మీట్స్. ఓకే. You can see recordings also. In recordings also I observed that recording చూస్తే నాకు తెలిసింది ఏంటంటే డిలే అవుతుందని అర్థమైంది. సో ఒకసారి రికార్డింగ్ చూడండి. రికార్డింగ్ చూసిన తర్వాత అర్థం కాకపోతే ఐ విల్ ప్లేస్ ఇట్ ఇన్ యూట్యూబ్. ఓకే, అగైన్ ఐ విల్ క్రియేట్ సమ్ వీడియో ఓకే ఫర్ దిస్ టాపిక్, పర్టికులర్ టాపిక్, అండ్ ఐ విల్ పోస్ట్ ఇట్ ఇన్ your WhatsApp group, class teacher group. Okay.
Yes sir.
Okay sir.
Okay. So apply KVL for this particular armature circuit. So what happens means we are going in the direction of IL. Okay. So we touch the negative terminal of EG. We touch the negative terminal of EG. So we can write a minus EG. Okay. And we are going in the direction of so we are having a RA. RA is the internal resistance present in the armature. Okay. RA is the internal resistance present in armature. Whenever current is passing into that armature, so what happens, there will be a drop present. Drop is always positive when we are considering same direction of current. As we are moving in the direction of IA, so that's why you are considering positive direction. Okay. So EG plus IRA, so there will be a V present in this voltage across the load terminals. That is called as a load voltage or a. So if you are moving in the direction, so what are the loop voltage? So okay, load voltage, which is nothing but VL, is equals to 0. So L got as EG is equals to V plus IA RA. So the same equation as we have obtained in the separately excited DC generators. Up to now it is clear? Any doubts? Okay, okay. So with this I am closing today. Tomorrow we'll see. It is already 12:40. Okay. Okay, once you switch on the videos, I will stop the sharing. Okay, wait for a while. Okay. Thank you. Any doubts you can post me in the WhatsApp group or you can post me personally. Okay. Uh, thank you. With this, I am stopping the recording.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.